Radical feminists hate free speech so much that they're now even trying to censor each other. According to the Huffington Post, white feminists need to check their privilege and
shut the fuck up.
But what is a white feminist?
Basically, white feminism is feminism that ignores intersectionality.
So not all feminists who are white feminists.
But most white feminists are white.
Intersectionality is the oppression Olympics. Instead of thinking that all women, no matter their skin colour, should be treated the same, what you and I would call equality, feminists think that some are more equal than others, and that white people's opinions should be devalued because of their skin colour. You might have also heard of that as something called racism.
White people just don't have to think about things like race on a daily basis.
Right, because it's not as if there's a nationwide race-baiting political movement interrupting major political events every day, giant networks making TV specials about white privilege, and hundreds of thousands of social justice warriors bleating about it every single day, is it?
White feminism aims to close the wage gap between men and women. But what it fails to recognize is that most of the time, Latina and Black women make even less than white women.
Okay, it seems like you didn't get the memo that the gender pay gap myth has been completely debunked. Whether comparing men to women or white women to minority women, they're not accounting for hours worked and differences in occupations. When you account for these factors, the wage gap almost disappears. And they're using celebrity females to make the claim that minority women make less money than white women. So remind me again, who's the richest woman in the entire entertainment industry? Oh yeah, and this whole thing started with Nicki Minaj whining about Taylor Swift winning an award. Because black feminists in the music industry are just nowhere to be found, right?
Being a white feminist doesn't make you a bad person. It just means you have a lot to learn.
Because sometimes as white ladies, we just have to shut the fuck up.
Have you heard of this thing called free speech? Oh, it's amazing. You should really check it out.
That's so problematic.
Free speech is not a privilege. It's not a reward for good behaviour if someone agrees with your opinion. It's a right. It's the right to offend, the right to make ignorant assumptions and statements. And it's your right to respond to them. Free speech is not a privilege that needs to be checked based on your skin colour. There aren't different levels of how terrified and apologetic you must be before daring to open your mouth based on the pigmentation of your skin.
That's so problematic.
But seriously, this is frigging hilarious. After years of telling men to check their privilege and
shut the fuck up,
white middle-class feminists are now getting a taste of their own medicine. Welcome to the final death rasp of third-wave feminism. Having been corralled into a corner by facts and logic, SJWs are now turning to ideological cannibalism and feeding on each other.
That's so problematic.
Check out the other videos, subscribe to the channel. I'm Paul Joseph Watson for Infowars.com.